Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. It's Thursday, go figure, that we're here. We backed things up a little bit because I was up in Cleveland yesterday doing my duties as a board member for NOPEC. But regardless, I'm here now. So looking at the weather, today it's beautiful outside. The high today is going to be 54 degrees, the low of 33, chilly. Going into Friday, again, partly cloudy, a high of 60 and a low of 48 into Saturday. And by the way, Saturday is the homecoming parade and the football game, Ohio University's football game against Bowling Green at 2 p.m. The parade's at 10. But, we're looking at showers. Don't know if those are AM, PM, or all-day intermittent showers, but that's what we're looking at for Saturday. A high of 55 and chilly again, a low of 32. Into Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 48 and a low of 31. So we're dropping into the freezing levels. And then into Monday, partly cloudy, a high of 56 and a low of 38. So that's the forecast for the near term. Some things going on around the city, as usual. I'm going to start with things related to engineering and public works and an update on the East State Street project. The East State Street on-ramp to 33, US 3350. It's expected to open today sometime between it's 2:10, sometime between now and 3 p.m. So that'll be a great relief of getting traffic back up onto 33 off of East State Street. They're going to continue doing work in the medians. I was just driving down through there earlier today, and the median kind of east of that on-ramp, they're doing a lot of work underneath the overpasses in the median. And they've already completed some of the work on the other side of the on-ramp and off-ramp, for that matter, on East State Street. So work's going to continue on. It looks like paving has been pushed to the last week of October or beginning of November to get things repaved, milled and repaved down there. So that's that. Other street improvements. We're going to see, let's see. Street improvements beginning October 17th with Strasser Construction. We'll be applying crack seal. Crack seal the following streets throughout the city of Athens. On the south side, we're going to be seeing work on Andover, Lamar, Nottingham, and Windsor Place. On the west side of the city, 2nd Street, Brown Avenue, Central Avenue, Clark Street, Courier Street, and North Schaefer, as well as Washington Street, Raritan, and University Estates Boulevard. On the north side, it looks like Joneswood, Orchard Lane, Riverview Drive, Garfield, Troy, Franklin Avenue, and Fort and North Congress. So crack seal going on there. And on the east side, Grand Park Boulevard, Pleasant View Drive, Townsend Place, Euclid, Harris Street, Alexander Street, Cornwell, Grant Street, Home, Maplewood, Ohio, and Sunnyside Drive. And as usual, we certainly apologize for any inconveniences. But again, this is infrastructure repair season and getting things buttoned down before things really get cold. North Lancaster street closure. This is version number 2. We're going to see North Lancaster between Columbus Road and Columbia Avenue is going to remain closed with no parking through Friday, October 19th for paving. There will also be no through or emergency traffic. There are workarounds for that. Annual leaf pickup. Leaves are falling, so, and I know a lot of you look for when that schedule comes out, and I've got it in front of me. The city is going to divide, the city will be divided into 3 areas to vacuum up leaves with the city's leaf machines. The pickup schedule will begin and I don't have a map in front of me, and I'm sure we'll get this up on the website if it's not up there already, to show where these regions are, where the areas are, but it's going to start within Area 1 October 15th. So that has already started. So through the 19th. Area 2 will be October 22nd through the 26th, and Area 3 will be October 29th through November 2nd. And then they will repeat this on several iterations, back to Area 1, November 5th through the 9th, Area 2, November 13th through the 16th, and then Area 3, November 19th through the 21st. And then there will be a last round, which will be in November-December time frame. So just keep that in mind, that it is leaf pickup season as a service to our community members. Let's see, some other things going on. The Halloween. Halloween is going to be on several dates. The city trick-or-treating will be October 25th. I believe that is 5:30 to 6:30 with trick-or-treat game night at the community center, which will be from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and a lot of fun things going on at the community center for that. OU, as is typical, OU is doing a trick-or-treat as well, which will be October 22nd through October 24th. Trick-or-treat at the OU Greens, and this is 5:30 to 7:30. So families, take your children on down there and probably must be going res hall to res hall and trick-or-treating. So that's kind of cool. October 27th, the Honey for the Heart Parade. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Until done. And then after that, at the central venue, which is on Carpenter Street, will be the Honey for the Heart Ball at Central Venue, as I said, between 7 and 9 p.m. Then there's also going on, obviously, is the Halloween block party on Court Street. Other things, again, a little bit more detail on the Halloween game night at the community center. There will be a costume parade sponsored by the Athens Kiwanis Club. And that will start off the event. The parade will begin at 6:45 in the parking lot of the pool and will be led by the Athens High School Green and Gold. Rockin' Reggie will keep things moving and grooving and so on and so forth. And the last thing that I've got that I want to share is the Ohio University Veterans Center has a program to where they are getting out there to individuals these pepper spray canisters. I've spoken to David Edwards, who heads up that the Veterans Center on campus, and I know that he was wanting to create another asset for people in ways to which they can keep themselves safe. It's a keychain pepper spray, but more to follow on that. I think they're still looking for funders for that. But well, here comes Trustee Ryan with my map. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Schwartzoff, man about town and man of the hour now with the map. I now have the map in front of me. I am going to put this up, and Ryan, if you would or could zoom in on this, and I will kind of help talk through it as well. So if you look up here, this area, which is largely the east side of the city and extending up into the far north part of the city, that is Area 1. Area 2 is more concentrated on the west side of the city. And then finally, Area 3 is the south side of the city. So there's our map. I'm sure that we'll get this up on the website so that people will be able to. And you can download it, folks. Go there, get some. So there it is.
It's a big picture. Click on it.
Awesome. I'm just being told by Scott Thompson, government channel extraordinaire, operator, manager. He said that you can click on the map and it'll blow up in front of you. Not blow up. It'll get really large and you'll be able to see it and follow where those zones are. But again, keep that in mind that we are going to have 3 cycles, iterations of the leaf vacuum truck coming around. So there's 3 different opportunities to get your leaves out to the curb. They will suck them up and get them out of your yard and out of your hair. I'm going to shift gears. I have someone in the audience sitting at my desk who has some questions for me today, I guess.
Yeah, I just have 2 questions.
Certainly.
The first one is about the ramp, the opening. So I guess maybe if you can just reiterate. So it is opening sometime today between now-ish, and this is the on-ramp that's leading from East State back onto the highway, correct?
It is. That's
okay.
Correct.
And you said that there's still going to be paving and doing some minor work on it, but it'll be open for people to drive on?
It will. It'll be opened this afternoon, and as I did state, that they're still going to be doing milling and paving from where they left off near CVS and continue west down East State Street. So yes, it will be. I was watching them pour concrete earlier and finishing things up. I was surprised at how fast they can get traffic back on it again. It seems like they just poured it this morning, but who knows? I'm not following the science of concrete these days, but yes.
Okay. And then my second question related to I think you said it was the Ohio University Veterans Association or something like that. What was the group again? It's
the Veterans Service. It's in Baker Center, and it's been there for quite some time, but it's the Veterans Services, Veterans and Military Service Center.
Right, and you said that they're just offering, I guess, these free pepper spray keychains, correct?
I am. I don't know if there's a cost associated with it, but I think that they are there, and I can get more information and get that out to people because I know David Edwards. I've engaged with David on several different things. He and I are both Air Force veterans, so we're kind of kindred spirit, and so I will get more details on that in particular. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think just knowing that, I think that it's a pretty good time to release those, just because I know a lot of students in particular just thinking about homecoming weekend and Halloween weekend, trying to stay safe. So I guess if you could maybe just a tip or 2 for students and people who are maybe new to Athens, just ways to make yourself feel comfortable, especially during the Halloween season here in Athens.
Absolutely. One of the things I always encourage people to do is when they're uptown reveling during any time, and not just for the Halloween block party, but any time throughout the year. It's always better to stay in groups, with people that you know and that you feel comfortable with. Stay vigilant to your environments. Watch out for people. I know that, people revel too hard sometimes. And with that, be a good friend and be there for that individual rather than that individual deciding to walk home on their own by themselves, which happens. Individuals can find themselves in vulnerable positions by doing that. And so just being a good friend to friends. Another thing, too, is being an active bystander as opposed to a passive bystander. If something just doesn't look right, and again, I'll speak to the Halloween block party, there's going to be a large number of law enforcement officers, police officers in the uptown area. And they are not there with the intent of just looking to arrest somebody. They're also there to help. And so if something just seems strange to anybody, please reach out to one of the police officers and just let them know. And that way they can, track what's going on and help identify things that may be creating an unsafe environment or unsafe activities, anything like that that's going on. So those are my tips. But I think first and foremost is when you're out having fun, enjoying yourself, is that you stay with groups of people whom you know and whom you trust and rely on.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I have. So.
You're welcome. Yeah. Good. Well, the last couple things I have that came to mind while we were discussing things is that Highland Park, where we replaced a lot of the playground equipment. Andrew Chicky spearheaded that and did a fantastic job. The last bit of ADA accessibility work was done up there, so that is pretty much complete in the Highland Park, or cherished Highland Park area, as well as Arts West. Arts West has a major renovation done in the lower level, as well as what was needed, not only the lower level renovations, but the access ramp into the upper floor of the Arts West facility. That concrete work is done. I believe they're still waiting to install the railing, but that is pretty much complete as well. So another move to correct accessibility issues in the city of Athens, which we're always trying to improve ourselves, always trying to do better to make ourselves a more safe, inclusive, and diverse community. That said, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in again next week for the next installment of Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Have a great day and a great weekend.